What if everything that makes you, you, was overwritten years ago without your knowledge? Imagine waking up tomorrow, slipping into your clothes, staring into the bathroom mirror, only to see a stranger gazing back. Not someone unfamiliar in appearance, but someone who thinks your thoughts, remembers your childhood, carries your scars and dreams, yet is fundamentally different. The terrifying truth is, you might never even notice. Memories dissolve, reform, and reshape silently, like a glitch in the system, like a story rewritten while the book is still open. Who are you, really? The answer feels solid, even obvious. You remember your birthday parties, the heartbreaks, the small triumphs and failures that built the scaffolding of your character. But science whispers a darker secret. Memory is fragile. Each time you recall a moment, your brain subtly alters its code, introducing errors, embellishments, omissions. Over the years, this process mutates the narrative of your life, until perhaps the person you insist that you are is nothing more than a product of accumulated distortions. Your sense of self is a patchwork, stitched together from flickers of recollection, fragments of trauma, and the stories you tell yourself to survive. Modern neuroscience has revealed that our brains are less like libraries and more like living, shifting mosaics. A single traumatic event, a car accident, a betrayal, a sudden loss, can shatter the continuity of your identity, forcing your mind to rebuild, sometimes with new bricks, sometimes with gaps. In some cases, the result is complete. A person wakes up with no memory of who they were, or with a personality altered so drastically, friends and loved ones mourn the loss of someone who isn't, technically, dead. These aren't just theoretical musings. There are real cases. A man who, after a traumatic brain injury, could no longer recognize his own reflection, convinced he was an imposter in his own skin. Or the woman who, after years of emotional manipulation, began to rewrite her own history, believing memories implanted by others as if they were her own. Even those who change by choice, adopting new names, new habits, severing ties with their past, often find that the mind does not easily distinguish between forced and chosen transformations. The line between authenticity and invention blurs. But the story of identity erosion doesn't end with biology or psychology. In the age of artificial intelligence, another specter looms. Imagine a world where AI can analyze your digital footprint, your posts, your pictures, your conversations, and begin to feed you personalized content, not just reflecting your interests, but subtly nudging your choices, your beliefs, your very sense of self. What happens when the algorithms know you better than you know yourself and start rewriting the script? Neural interfaces, deep fakes, immersive simulations, tools that once belonged to science fiction are now within reach. The self becomes a playground for manipulation, a territory for invasion. And so you have to ask, what if the real you never existed? What if every memory, every preference, every quirk you hold dear is just the product of silent edits, subtle nudges, accidental erasures? Would you even notice the day you became someone else? Or would you simply go on, certain of your continuity, oblivious to the fractures beneath your skin? Look deeper. When you see your face reflected in the glass, is it the same face you saw yesterday? Or has something shifted, glitched, and dissolved? Just enough that the person looking back is, in truth, a stranger? Are you who you remember yourself to be? Or are you simply the latest version in a long line of forgotten selves? What if the real you never existed? Tell us, have you ever felt like someone else?